Hey, good evening, guys. Good evening. This is Jonathan. So glad you could be here tonight. Um, it's been a while. I've been busy, super busy. I just want to talk to you about a few secrets tonight about your ideal client and where that ideal client's going to be found and how to get traffic to your site. If you're interested in this topic, put it in the comments that, hey, you'd like to know more about it. Just give me a thumbs up in the comments if you're interested in learning how to drive traffic to your store, to your site, to your business, to get more revenue, all that. I have been doing a lot of study here lately. The internet's huge, guys. The internet's huge. The world is at our fingertips, and there's really, but there's a lot to it, and so I hope you're ready. So I don't know who's watching tonight. I'm on a new platform called StreamYard. So we're broadcasting out to 8 different locations tonight. But I want to share with you some things that will help drive traffic. But first and foremost, I think it's incredibly, and by the way, I forgot to put the link for Scribble Funnels in the description. If you go to Scribble Funnels right now, that's going to help you build your online presence. But we're going to talk about why to build it for a minute. If the why is big enough, one of my mentors a long time ago, he said, if the why is big enough, the how don't matter. Because I would always ask Jim, and his last name was Lebedo, and he was an incredible guy, and a phenomenal trainer. And Jim and I just clicked. I just absolutely love this guy. And Jim would always say, if the why is big enough, the how don't count. And I'm like, you SOB, Jim. I was always wanting to know the how, just show me how. I didn't want all this philosophical BS. I just wanted to know, how. How do I do it? How do I do it? Give me the step by step. Give me the ABCs. And, I've come to realize after being on this earth, I just celebrated 50 years yesterday. Give it up. Hi. Everybody say hi. Yeah. 50 years on this earth, guys. When I think about that, I got to talking to somebody the other day and I said, I know why we call it decades now. Decade, 10 years is a decade. It sounds a lot better than 10 years. 20 years, 30 years. I was just talking to a friend of mine that went through his school 30 years ago. And I'm like, oh my gosh, now I know why we call it decades. It sounds a lot better. But for 50 years I've been on this earth, and I've always tried to figure out how. Just give me the how, give me the how, give me the how, give me the how, give me the how. Tell me how, damn it. There's, I can't do it the way Tony Robbins does it. If Tony Robbins told me exactly how he's doing it today, I may not be able to do it the exact way that he's doing it today. And I may not have been able to do it the exact way that Tony Robbins did it 43 years ago. I may not be able to do it the way James Mel does it, or Evan Pagan does it, or Brian Tracy. I've got to do it the way Ribble does it. I can't do it the way Les Brown does it. Even though a lot of people have called me Les Brown Jr., I can't do it the way Les Brown does it. Now I can get you motivated. There's greatness down on the inside of you, and I'm a motivator. I'm just an encourager. It's my nature, man. It's my nature. If you feel down, you won't feel down too long around me. It's just that. But I had to figure out why I wanted something. When you know why, the how's going to be revealed itself to you. The how is going to reveal itself to you in no time. All providence is going to step in. There is no power on earth that can detour an idea whose time has come. And when you water the dream, when you give water to the dream, when you pour gasoline on the dream, and you get it a raging fire and an all-consuming obsession, you're going to figure out a way to do it that's going to work for you. I'm reminded of a young man named David a long time ago, 2,000, 4,000 years ago. David came up against a giant, and he came to the king, and the king said, "Wear my armor." And David said, "I can't wear that crap. I can't do it the way you do it." So a lot of us are looking at a cookie cutter way. Give me an ABC way for you to do it. There isn't one. In fact, a year ago, I went through, if I told you exactly what I've been through in this last year and do it the exact way I've done it up to this point, you'd say, hell no. There's no way you want to do what I did this last year. There's no way you want to go through what I've had to go through to get what I've got today. There's no way you'd want to face what I've faced over the last 30 years, 3 decades, to get what I have in my life today. There's no way you would. But I can tell you that success leaves clues. So knowing a why, because you're going to have difficulty. Now, in life, we're going to have difficulty, but life was not meant to be difficult. But we're going to have some difficulty. We're going to get the resistance. My friend Brian Tracy wrote in his book called Goals, he wrote down in chapter 12, and every time I open that freaking book, and I tell him this all the time, I say, Brian, your book, every time I open your book, it falls open to chapter 12. It's like it's haunted. Chapter 12 opens up, and it says, anytime you set a goal, a big goal, you set yourself up for failure, obstacles, setbacks, stumbling blocks, all that. So you got to just be willing to learn how to turn obstacles into opportunities, setbacks into setups, stumbling blocks into stepping stones. You got to just choose to get unstuck. If you're stuck, you just choose to get unstuck. And the way you get unstuck is having this passion, this goal that's so exhilarating that it excites you and it scares you at the same time. One that's so in tune with your mental and spiritual core that you'll willingly dedicate all of your waking hours and resources to its attainment, so that you can say at the end of your life, I'm grateful to the idea that used me. Because if you don't have such a goal, no matter what happens, no matter if I showed you the exact cookie cutter way, if it had difficulty with it, you would fall away. You'd stop. But if you got some drive and you got a passion that knows no ends, when the difficulties come in, because they will, because you've never done it before, so you're going to have some path of resistance, you keep on the fight because you know exactly what's going to happen. What a man sows, that also shall he reap. So traffic. Okay, number 1. Get out a pen. Who's watching tonight? Who can give me a thumbs up? Okay, I got Dr. Raina on. Dr. Raina, I've sent you message after message after message after message after message, and not one peep out of you. So if you're still listening, not one peep, come on. Come on, man. Come on, guys. I can't tell you the amount of people I've tried to reach out to on Facebook and all that, and everybody's afraid of being sold. But man, I'll tell you what, come on, sell me. Somebody do a video chat with me and try to sell me something, because I can learn something that way. But anyway, your Facebook page, your LinkedIn page, get them optimized. Get them optimized, and that means basically tell people about you. It's like a resume. It's like a resume. Your Facebook cover, your Facebook, your profile, your introduction. If you have a website, and if you don't have a website, you're missing the boat. If you're not working on generating a list, you're missing the boat. Rule of thumb with an email list: for every name on your email list, you can generate 30 cents to $1 per name per month. So if you have 100 names, that's 30 cents, $3 to $100. Doesn't sound too exciting. If you got 500 names, that's $150. That's $15 to $500. Doesn't sound too exciting. You got 5,000 names. Now you're talking $1,500 to $5,000 a month. It's what you should generate off your email list when you effectively market them. So how much money are you losing by not having an effective landing page, by not having a lead funnel, by not having a place for people to go to? A lot of people say, well, all I need is my Facebook. Did you know that Facebook can shut you off just like that? Facebook could shut any of these videos down right now. They've done it to me. They did it twice to me this year, January 6th, January 20th. For 3 days after those 3 days, I couldn't post a video. Now, they, for whatever reason, they were allowing me to post content. I just couldn't post a video. So, that's how I post content. Most of my stuff is either through art because of my brother Tom or video. So they shut me off. So if they shut you off, if they close your account and all of your resources, your business is in Facebook, you're up a creek without a paddle. So don't just put all your eggs in one basket with Facebook. Okay. Now there's things you can do with Facebook. Number one, make sure your introduction is clear. Make sure your website is mentioned. Why do you want a website? Because they can shut you down and you need to have a place for people to go and find you. And the way you get a website is go to scribblefunnels.com and you can sign up for a free website. Build your website for free. Take as long as you need. I know there's a trial, but take as long as you need to build your website. To hook up a domain, all we ask is that you register an account there. But take as long as you need on our site to build your site and build a course, build your store, build your products. We'll help you every step of the way. So again, that's scribblefunnels.com, scribblefunnels.com. Free trial. This week, my partner decided to do something that I don't think I was okay with, but he said, no, let's do it. This week only, for everybody, new registration that registers for a paid account this week, 10% off for life. But I've got one better. If you register your account this week, 15% off for life. 15% off this week only. This week only. Scribblefunnels.com gives you a power of a website, sales funnels, landing pages, course builder, store, online marketing. We are also releasing an email marketing platform this week. Okay. Now enough of the commercials. Back to your introduction. So figure out a website on your Facebook. So on your Facebook, on the introduction, make sure your introduction's clear. Make sure I know what you do. If you got a Facebook page, list it there. If you've got a website there, list it there. Okay. Then when you go to a group, give more than you take to the group. Don't be a poacher. Don't be a poacher looking for coachers. Don't be a poacher coacher. Give more than you take. It's happened to me. I've gotten kicked out. I've gotten banned. I've learned it the hard way. But just give more than you take to these groups. Give value. Don't be a spammer friend requester. Don't be a spammer. I'm getting a couple of likes. Anybody got any comments? Anybody want to ask me a question? My head's full right now. So if you got any questions about driving traffic to your site and driving, but this is the way you do it. Post things of value. I posted a couple pictures of my brother Tom to give you an example. My brother Tom passed away last May. And he paints gorgeously, but I posted his pictures and I think I've got over 1,500 comments. In the last, what happens is now is Facebook algorithms are seeing my name pop up all over the place. Any place that will allow you to do videos on Facebook Live, post your videos. And then anybody that will let you post your link, share your link. And don't do it in groups that don't let it. Don't be self-promoting, but give. For instance, in Tony Robbins' group, I want his shadow to be so big that I might live underneath that shadow. So don't self-promote, give. And then once people will see your profile. So we got a couple comments here. Let's see what they say. Okay. Hi, John. Ask a question to get interaction from people to get them to watch. Yes. And if you're, let's see who we got here. Annette, how are you doing tonight, Annette? But the post things of value. How do you do that? Well, number one, when I post things of value, I read a lot. I read a lot. Now, I'm a motivator. I'm an encourager. I want to be a magnet. I want to make you feel so good that you like being around me. So make yourself so attractive. It's like dating, guys. If you go on a date, hi, Mary. Yeah, I know it's you, Mary, but somebody liked this and it was Annette. So, hi, Mary. Anyway, guys, post things that are relevant and positive and valuable, and maybe ask a question at the end of it. But talk about and then get the engagement going back and forth with people. Comment on what they say about it. They might say things like, that I really resonated with that. I really want to get with you. Okay, then you have the right, no matter what the group says, you have the right. Now, you can't share your link here, but you do have the right to say back to them and say, hey, I appreciate the comments. I thank you so much. Love to get together with you. Let's connect. That's all you got to do, and leave it in their court. Don't be spamming friend requests and all that. You don't want to just build your network. I used to think that building a network was where it was at. Get my network up to 5,000 people. Well, if through 5,000 of the wrong people, my friend Les Brown says only quality people. OQP. Only quality people. Your income will be determined. Will be 3 to 5% different from the people you associate with. So if my network is full of people that are broke, I might have 5,000 broke people. But are they going to buy my service? Are they going to buy my product? Are they going to invest in what I do? Hell no. So it's that process brought me to Awesome Men to run my website. That's how we did it, guys. We posted a video. Mary is on here. Let me just show the comment. This is what Mary had to say. This process actually generated a lead for us, and she's a lead for life. She's part of our family. She's not going anywhere. Now, that means I got to produce value. Got to constantly give till it hurts. And but she's a raving fan. And but when you produce excellence over and over and over again, that's what you will continue to get. Now, it takes more fuel in the beginning to get the ball going than it does to let it roll downhill. You got to, whenever you make a snowman, it's a snowball effect. You got to start rolling it. Yep, they will find the money to buy the product knowing the value. Oh, I love it. Keep in mind, if we add value, they will find the money. I love that. Mary. It's awesome. That's awesome. So keep when you set for traffic, you've got to, that's what you have to do in these groups. And then in your own group, post things of value. Maybe think about starting your own group, and then start working with those people within your group. They've joined your group, so guess what? Send them messages. I send a motivational message. Now, I've been asked, some people ask me, now here's the kicker about Facebook. This is why all my eggs aren't in the Facebook basket. Facebook has a limit the people I can message per day, 50 a day. That's not good enough for me. So I do other sources of advertising and social media. So you focus on adding value, adding value, adding value. And, be clear on that. And then the next thing is know your ideal client. Know your ideal client. This is where most people fail. They don't know their ideal client. They don't know it. Their ideal client, well, I'm just trying to help everybody. Even Jesus couldn't help everybody, guys. Jesus couldn't help everybody. So knowing your ideal client is important. Knowing who to say, come follow me, is important. Jesus did a background check on the 12 guys that he went to. He knew them. He knew them when they were sitting under a tree. So what do you know about your client? Why would they buy from you? Why did you buy? What were the motivating factors for you to buy? Maybe like Mary, I'm going to ask Mary a question. What was it that Mary, when you first got into personal development, why were you a buyer? And why did you buy? Go back and do it with yourself. If you don't have any clients right now, go back and do it with yourself and find out, why did I buy? Why did I buy? You answer the question. And then once you do that, you start, okay, am I like my ideal client? Who would I go after? Where do they congregate? Who are they? I love it. I love it. Just because you build it doesn't mean that they will come to you if they don't know it isn't there. I mean, that's the truth. But you got to advertise. You got to market yourself. You got to get out there. You got to post videos. People say, well, I just don't want to post videos. Well, then you're in the wrong business. If you're going to be in the virtual world and you're afraid to post videos, then get Doodle app. It's like $67, I think. She said, I found value in our journey. I knew I wasn't alone. See, that's the key. When you produce value and more value and give more than you take, people will respond to that. They will begin to respond to that. They will be gravitated towards you. It's a detractor factor. Now, that doesn't mean I don't have action. I think a lot of people get screwed up in the word attraction. I think if they just sit back and have a visualization, that people are just going to start coming running. No, you got to give value. Give value, give value, give value. Give more than you take. Okay. And then the next thing is think about advertising. And make sure you've got a lead magnet. Make sure you got a lead funnel. Make sure you've designed a course. Make sure you've done the due diligence of doing it. Now, you may say, I don't know how. Then get with people that do. A lot of people, I talk to them. I talk to so many. And I'll talk to you about the school that Mary's in. And then she's getting her certificate. And Mary's a phenomenal individual. Okay. But she's chosen to go through the schooling, and she's not like most of them, though. Most of them will pay for the schooling. And then as soon as they're done with the schooling, they got their certificate. You know what they're going to do? They're going to sign up for another course. You know why they're going to sign up for another course? Because they're afraid of opening a business. They're afraid of doing the work. They're afraid of just going out there and being active. So what, I've seen them do a lot of things. They buy courses, they get certificates, they pay thousands of dollars for these things. But when you ask most people to build a funnel, build a website, advertise on Google or Facebook, they look at you like you got horns growing out of your head and they freeze. That's the truth. That's the truth. Or they ask you, what can $50 buy me? A nice dinner at Texas Roadhouse. That's what it's going to buy you. The days of cheap advertising, work your strengths, hire your weaknesses, using all of your strength. I love it. Working all your strengths, higher weaknesses, using all your strength, you may need to ask for help. Yes, ask for help, guys. That's the key. But go to scribblefunnels.com, check it out, get a free account. Scribblefunnels.com. It doesn't cost anything. There's no credit card. Use the account as long as you need to put up a website. And again, I'm going to go crazy here. This week only, guys, this week only, 15% off for life. It's unheard of, but you got to do it this week. You got to do it this week. If you sign up, if you go to register and you can't figure out the 15% off, need to let us know. But it's scribblefunnels.com. You can get a website, a landing page, lead funnels, sales funnels, course builder, a calendar built right into the program, and you can get it's an amazing software. And if I had time tonight, I'd show you, but tonight was just about giving you a few pointers on a few secrets on how to build traffic and get them to you, and just start responding to people as they respond to you. Try to do video chats with them, get them engaged, find out who they are, let them try to sell you. It's okay. Let them try to sell you. Don't worry about, all you want to do is have appointments with people. All you want to do is have appointments with people. If somebody wants me to look at Bitcoin or Forex marketing, if they're willing to do a video chat, I can turn the tables on them. I can turn the tables on them. But don't be afraid of that, guys. Don't be afraid of that. This is called social media. Nobody's social anymore. And don't, for the love of Pete, don't just send text messages out trying to get me to buy your product. Don't send me a text message telling me about your Forex or your Bitcoin or your trading secrets and all that without ever knowing me. I'm never going to send somebody a private message and say, hey, I'm a coach, I'm a business coach, I'm a sales coach, I'm a motivator, and I want to motivate you. Can I do it today? I'm not going to do that. I only contact people that contact me and ask them certain questions. The other day, I posted something about a scheduling thing. I wanted to find out where people were at in their coaching business, because some of the things I give out are a little bit more advanced, and I don't want them to, or sometimes people might think what I do is a little bit rudimentary if I don't qualify them before I send them the stuff. The last thing is I want to send is a bunch of stuff that's useless for people. I want to find out what they need. So with that being said, guys, and by the way, when you sign up for an account, where we have a username and a password that we can get you. It's where you can have access to a lot of resources that will help you build your business as well. So make sure you sign up for an account over at scribblefunnels.com. If you have any other questions, guys, look us up. But man, you guys are the greatest. You have unlimited potential. You're amazing. I really appreciate you watching tonight. Thanks for all of the input. Thanks for playing full out. And we will talk to you soon. God bless you guys. Have a great night.